tens of thousands of Italians marched through Rome on Saturday calling for peace in Ukraine and urging Italy to stop sending of weapons to fight the Russian invasion. No to war. No to sending weapons, read one large banner carried by protesters.
Here's a summary of the article.
Rome. Tens of thousands of Italians marched through Rome on Saturday calling for peace in Ukraine and urging Italy to stop sending of weapons to fight the Russian invasion. No to war. No to sending weapons, read one large banner carried by protesters, as a vast crowd broke into cries of, "Give peace a chance." NATO founding member Italy has supported Ukraine from the start of the war, including providing it with arms. New far-right Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has said that will not change, and the government has said it is expecting to send more weapons soon. Including former Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte, have said Italy should be stepping up negotiations instead. The peace rally was attended by some 30,000 people, Rome police told Italian media. The weapons were sent at the beginning on the grounds that this would prevent an escalation, demonstrator Roberto Zanotto told AFP. 9 months later, and it seems to me that there's been an escalation. Look at the facts. Sending weapons does not help stop a war, weapons help fuel a war. The group of 7 foreign ministers, including Italy, on Friday vowed to continue supporting Ukraine in the fight against Russia.
This post received a score of 6,300, with an upvote ratio of 84%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Funny thing about war is that when an army marches in determined to kill you don't get to just say, "Nah, no thanks." Russia tried in WW1. Worked about as well as you expected.
To elaborate, when the Bolsheviks took power, they wanted to achieve peace with the Germans, but wanted to draw out negotiations for as long as possible because they believed the Central Powers were on the brink of collapse, which wasn't the worst assessment, but was months premature. When the negotiations reached an impasse, they tried simply announcing that the war was over. The Germans responded to this bizarre strategy by simply invading what was essentially undefended Russian land, and so were able to dictate a much harsher peace a few weeks later.
No war, no peace was the policy. Possibly the dumbest fucking policy I have ever heard of.
That episode of the Revolutions podcast genuinely had me laughing out loud.
What episode is that? I'll have to give it a listen.
Mike Duncan's Revolution podcast. It's on most streamers, I believe. Episode 10.78.
If Russia stops fighting, it's the end of the war. If Ukraine stops fighting, it's the end of Ukraine.
What's scary is I honestly don't think they care.
They don't. Isolationists would let the world burn so long as it's far away and only hits those people. Morality aside, it's short-sighted idiocy.
They don't. Not only the overwhelmingly most popular opinion in polls here in Italy, but also confirmed by my own lived experience. Source: I'm Italian. Everyone outside of the main circles I frequent, university and other prevalently liberal environments, left or right, thinks that Putin and Zelensky should sit down and negotiate peace diplomatically. Funny enough, Giorgia Meloni's right-wing party, current ruling government, is in favor of arming Ukraine. Greater than left or right, thinks that Putin and Zelensky should sit down and negotiate peace diplomatically. It's not that they are wrong, but ignorance over the realities of the issue really shines through with such sentiments on their end. Like, when was the last time Putin, Russia acted in good faith with regard to any agreement they have had with Ukraine, be it something involving green corridors, or grain shipments? How can one negotiate peace with someone who is only looking at the whole effort as an opportunity to reload for a new offensive later?
See, your points are exactly why those people are in fact wrong. They should not do that because Putin will not deal in good faith and will also not accept anything other than capitulation.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.